It is day number 52 of the self quarantine today here in Los Angeles. And what I did earlier today, I actually assembled a barbecue grill that my wife got from the Family Dollar. Again, Family Dollar is one of the best places to go if you're looking for anything essential, especially if you don't want to wait for those long, long lines in the department store. But the biggest news that happened earlier today was Governor Newsom, the governor of California, announced that California is heading from phase or stage one to phase two or stage two of the pandemic roadmap. And he had an update for that. And in his press conference today, he said this that the basics are that the COVID 19 is not going away soon. It's not going away at all. We can't have that mindset that the summer months could potentially mean the end of the COVID 19. Again, it's the whole world that is in the pandemic. So for our summer, it's winter in the southern hemisphere. So it's going to be rapid on the southern hemisphere. Also, it means that modifications to the stay home order must be guided by the health risk and commitment to equity, meaning that we have to follow the protocol of the CDC and the World Health Organization and other medical experts. And then lastly, taking responsibility is key to all levels, individual, business, and government. We all have a responsibility to follow the guidelines. So this is the four stages, the roadmap stages or phases. Stage one, safety and preparedness. Stage two, lower risk workplaces. Stage three, higher risk workplaces. And stage four, end of the stay at home order. That is what we're looking for. That is the goal as all Californians. Stage one is where we are at the moment, safety and preparedness, making essential workforce environment as safe as possible. And now, with the announcement, we're going to stage two, lower risk workplaces, creating opportunities for lower risk sectors to adapt and reopen modified school programs and childcare. So the stage one basically means to be prepared. This is where we are now. Again, continue to build out testing, contact tracing, PPE, and hospital surge capacity to continue to make essential workplaces as safe as possible. So prepare sector by sector safety guidelines for expanded workforce. So that's where we are at the moment. And I believe that the government, both local and state, have been doing a good job so far. So where are we going next? To the stage two, gradually opening some of the lower risk workplaces with adaptations. It's gradually opening back the economy. So that means retail, curbside pickup, manufacturing, office when telework is not possible, opening more public spaces, expanded workforce safety net. So that means wage replacement so workers can stay home when sick because we don't want a pandemic to go even further. And continuing on to stage two, that means schools and childcare facilities with new rules, meaning summer programs and next school year can potentially start sooner, maybe July and August. Child care facilities to provide more care, address learning gaps, ensure students and staff are protected, allow broader workforce to return at home. So the actions needed to get from stage one to stage two: government actions, business actions, individual actions. All of those actions that you see so far have been in place. The government has been doing its thing. Policies that allow people to stay at home when they're sick, stay at home order, exactly. Guidance provided on how to reduce risk. They've been doing that with the face mask and the CDC giving us a daily routine of what we need to do to prevent the disease from spreading. Business actions. A lot of businesses have been implementing a lot of things. Wage replacement so workers can stay at home when sick. Implement adaptation for lower risk workplaces now. And then employees continue to work from home when possible. So that is some of the possibilities. And individual actions, the things that we can do. Safety precautions. Physical distancing, meaning social distancing. Face covering. Avoid all non-essential travel. We can't travel anywhere. Everything is closed. Support and care for people who are high at risk. That so far is good. So we are ready for that moment. And the key indicator consideration stage move, the move to stage two. All that says on that slide, everything so far is sound, and it is going on right now, and it is going to happen. And the governor said it. This Friday is the soonest, most way that the stage two is going to happen that's going to ease the stay-at-home order. And each city, each county has their own pace if they want to continue it, if they want to restrict it, or they want to loosen it. So they can do whatever they please, but California has the last say. And then what is stage 3, what is stage 4? That's the next stages that we have to look forward to. Stage 3, meaning that we can open hair, nail salons, gyms, entertainment venues like movie theaters, sports venues, but without the fans on it. So it's just going to be the teams. And in-person religious services like churches and wedding ceremonies. And then stage 4, that is the promised land that we're looking for. The end of the stay-at-home order. Reopen the highest risk workplaces, meaning that it is satisfied that we have this virus contained. That means concerts could open with fans, convention centers, the conventions that I love to do, and then live audience with sports. So that is awesome. So we can be part of that solution, staying at home, practicing what we always do, making sure that all Californians are learning this message. And this is the guidance to give a framework of how to safely reopen. And for more information, you can get online for California for All, covid19.ca.gov. So that's where we are right now. So this is some exciting news. Hopefully that the other stages and other phases can come back, can arrive sooner rather than later. And a little added bonus is that the superintendent of the LUSD said that the schools all around Los Angeles could potentially open on August 18th. So I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see. And that is just a little bit of a theory, a hypothesis so far, that schools can potentially open, but how are they going to open? Are they going to open all around, or is it going to still be maybe online classes? We still don't know, but that's what the superintendent from the LUSD said that is going to go on. So that's all so far for today that I have for news here in Los Angeles and also the rest of California. So lastly, everyone, I hope all the information that I gave you just gives you an indication of what's going on here in Los Angeles, but also what it means for all of California, because we're going to be living it day by day. And I'm going to still be recording and showing you how these new phases are going to come into play in the next couple of days. Hopefully, if this Friday is the indication that things will ease up. But hopefully that we are beating this virus sooner rather than later, and that we can beat it as soon as possible so we can get to that stage 4, that phase 4, that we don't have to stay home anymore, and then we beat this virus. So that is the goal, to beat the virus, and the only way to beat it is to stay at home, have the face covering, practice social distancing, and doing the best we can to help our medical workers and essential workers not to have a stressful job, and that's the only way we can do that. So everyone, stay strong, stay safe.